Have you heard of the seventh generation thinking principle? Let me share with you a Native American principle that reshaped how I run my coaching business and how we can transform yours too. How different will life be if we were to encourage decisions to be made with the well being of seven future generations in mind? This is a principle rooted in several Native American traditions that emphasizes long term consequences. It tells us that planning for seven generations ahead is the secret to sustainable growth that lasts, not just quick wins that fizzle out. If you are a business owner or coach tired of chasing short term profits only to hit a wall, this is for you. I'm Felipe Zimmer. I help coaches and consultants to grow long term, and I've seen this mindset shift everything for me and my clients. Let's dive in and see how you can apply it today. So, picture this. Years ago, I was like a lot of coaches, hustling for the next client, the next sale, jumping on every shiny strategy promising six figures in 60 days. I will see my clients struggling in their entrepreneurial journey, with slashing prices, overworking teams, just chasing spikes. I used to be right there with them, crafting 1 to 3 month plans to boost cash fast. But it felt like building on sand. One gust of wind and it would collapse. Then I stumbled across this idea from the Iroquois nations. Make every decision with the next seven generations in mind, 100, 200 years out. That stopped me cold. I wasn't coaching for profit alone, I was coaching for legacy. I started asking myself, if I keep pushing quick fixes, what am I leaving my clients with? Shaky businesses? Burnout lives? That's when I decided to shift things and focus on lifetime value, LTV. Why work with a client for 2 to 3 months when I could help them thrive for 2 to 3 years instead? Here's the trap we all fall into. We are wired for quick wins. You see it everywhere. Business discounting for a sales bump, people hopping on trends for attention, even folks crashing out savings for a flashy car. It's like planting a tree and yanking it up before the roots take hold. I had a client, Mark, who ran a consulting firm. He would chase every hot lead, slash rates to close fast, 20K 1 month, zero the next few months. No foundation, no staying power. That's short term thinking. It keeps you on a treadmill and it doesn't work. So, how do you fix that? With a long term vision, making choices today that pay off not just now, but for the legacy you're building. Think of a sequoia tree. Those giants don't sprout overnight. Some of those trees are standing in their California forests for over 2,000 years. They grow slow, roots deep, standing for centuries. Every ring is a bet on the future, not just the tree today, but the forest tomorrow. That's what I want for my business. I start asking, will this hold up 10, 20 years from now? It's like the saying, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Cut corners now, that's your blueprint. Plant seeds for the long haul, you are unbreakable. Take my client Rebecca, a coach for people who want to become better communicators. Early on, I could have pushed her for quick wins, quick funnels, burn her money on ads, fast cash. Instead, we focused on LTV, building a business she could grow for a long time. Over 2 years, she went from 5K to 50K a month, not by chasing fads, but by balancing profit with purpose and strategies that set up a solid foundation. That's the power of thinking long term, similar to thinking seven generations ahead. So here's one change I made that paid off years later. Back when I started coaching, I used to offer individual sessions and work with several people just for a month or two. Even though that will help them, I realized real transformation takes longer than that. You're fooling yourself if you think everything is a quick fix or a magic pill. I could have taken on dozens or hundreds of people with that mindset, knowing sometimes this is what a lot of people want to hear. But instead, I thought about this through the seven generational lens, and I focused on creating a long term relationship with my best clients. So I kept it real, focused our work on making deep, lasting transformation to their business and their lives. And my clients getting more value, starting asking what happens next? How can we continue this momentum? And we worked together for 1, 2, 3 years, deep relationships, not just quick gigs. That mindset shift made all the difference to me. Initially, it was tough saying no to quick money and changing my boundaries, but years later, those early clients, they're still with me. They have referred others, built thriving businesses, and I've got a reputation for being a coach who actually cares. That one choice to prioritize quality over quantity turned into a foundation I'm proud of. It's proof that betting on the future pays dividends you can always see right away, and that one choice to prioritize quality in LTV built a pipeline I couldn't have dreamed of back then. Here's what I've learned. Balancing profit with purpose can sound noble, but nobody cares about what it sounds like. The reality is that doing this way, it's smarter. When I work with clients long term, I can upgrade them, dive deeper into their goals, and provide way more value. That's higher LTV for me, more revenue per person, and real growth for them. I've worked with this guy named Bernard, an engineer with a consulting business. He was overworking by himself and focusing on the wrong things. Without consistency, strategy, and accountability, his business was bleeding. I coached him through it all. I pushed him to think 7 generations ahead, invest in his people, focus on revenue generating activities, and improve his offer. 2 years later, loyalty soared. He has a strong team now, and the business is doing 50 to 80K a month. Long-term thinking isn't a sacrifice, it's a multiplier. Now, you might think, this sounds great, but I need cash now, can't afford to think about the future. I get it, bills don't wait. But if you are watching all the way to this point, I hope you understand that 7th generation thinking isn't about starting today. It's about taking your thought process to a different level of perspective and create intentional moves that stack up. That doesn't mean you shouldn't have short-term focus, but ultimately it means that we should also have long-term thinking. Why does this work? 2 reasons. First, it builds trust. Clients, teams, even you start believing in something bigger. Second, it's resilient. Short-term wins crash when trends fade, but a business rooted in long-term thinking, it weathers anything. Pandemics, AI, you name it. Native American tribes and the few nations who live this way thrive through chaos because they plan beyond themselves. That's the power we all want for our businesses. So if you're ready to stop the treadmill and build a business that lasts, one that balances profit, purpose, and legacy, let's talk. I coach business owners like you to think 7 generations ahead, growing your LTV and your impact. Whether it's in business, relationships, parenthood, or anything else, what's one long-term decision you've made that's paid off for you and your community? Drop a comment down below and let us know. If this resonated, hit the like button, subscribe, and let's build for the future, for us and for those who come after. See you next time.